Imagine arriving in a foreign capital with so much power, so much fear, and so much spectacle that even Vladimir Putin, a man famous for traveling with one of the world's most secure entourages, was left speechless. This is the story of Kim Jong Un's jaw-dropping $10 billion military escort to Beijing. A convoy so extreme, so armored, and so theatrically engineered that it turned a simple diplomatic visit into a global shockwave. Today, we take you inside the unbelievable security measures, the secret technologies, and the unbelievable wealth behind the most dramatic arrival of a world leader ever documented. Welcome to a journey of raw power, fear, and unimaginable luxury hidden beneath steel and shadow. Let's begin. 1. The moment that stunned Putin. The Kremlin has seen everything: tanks, war fleets, elite Spetsnaz units, and intelligence systems that rival Hollywood movies. But when Kim Jong Un arrived in Beijing, even Putin had reportedly raised his eyebrows. This wasn't a motorcade. It was a moving fortress. Observers described the scene as a spectacle that felt almost unreal. A 20-car armored train lined with gold trim, flanked by helicopters, and supported by an elite North Korean strike force, traveled across borders like a ghost, silent, slow, unstoppable. Putin's team, used to operating with force and intimidation, privately admitted that this was overkill, but impressive overkill. Kim wasn't just visiting Beijing. He was arriving as if the world was out to get him, and he was prepared to fight a war the moment he stepped off the train. 2. The gold-lined armored train. Kim Jong Un's armored train is one of the most mysterious vehicles on Earth. Weighing more than the average military tank and reinforced with layered steel plates, blast-resistant compartments, and spy-proof communication rooms, the train itself costs billions to maintain. The gold-lined details caused the biggest stir. Not because they were decorative, but because they were symbolic. In North Korea, gold equals power, immortality, and dynasty. Reports say the interior is designed like a mobile palace. Imported leather seats, conference rooms with encrypted networks, biometric locks, gourmet kitchens, and even a private medical suite. This train moves at a deliberately slow speed around 37 miles per hour, so its immense weight and armor do not destabilize the tracks. It travels ahead of a surveillance train and behind a security train, making the whole escort stretch for miles. Putin had long believed Russia's presidential motorcade was the ultimate fortress on wheels. But this was something else. A literal iron kingdom rolling across the continent. 3. The convoy that looked like a mobile fortress. When Kim finally approached his destination, he didn't switch to regular vehicles. He stepped into a convoy that looked less like a motorcade and more like an armored column heading into battle. Dozens of vehicles, each costing more than a luxury mansion, moved in perfect formation. The lead cars carried jamming devices capable of disabling drones, shutting down nearby electronics, and scrambling hostile signals. Middle vehicles contained elite soldiers trained in counter-assault operations. And then, the crown jewel, Kim Jong Un's limousine. It was a Maybach so heavily modified that analysts believe it could survive explosions, chemical attacks, and sustained gunfire. The doors alone reportedly weigh more than 300 pounds each. Putin, famous for using armored Aurus limousines and 360-degree drone detection systems, had to admire the sheer intensity of Kim's escort. Russia's security was designed for intimidation. Kim's was designed for survival. 4. The security team that moves like a human wall. If there is one part of Kim Jong Un's security that always commands attention, it is the infamous running bodyguard squad. 12 men in black suits sprint beside his moving limousine, forming a perfectly synchronized human shield. This isn't just for show. Each one is hand-picked from North Korea's most elite training programs. They endure years of tests, from extreme endurance challenges to loyalty examinations so intense they sound like fiction. But in Beijing, this unit was only a fraction of the picture. Hidden snipers, disguised observers, and intelligence agents blended into crowds and rooftops. Anti-terrorism units formed invisible perimeters. Specialized teams monitored radioactive signatures, chemical traces, and potential drone threats. It was as if Kim was expecting an attack from anywhere, sky, ground, even inside buildings. Beijing had prepared for a VIP. But Kim prepared for war. And Putin, watching the footage, reportedly reacted with rare surprise. For once, the master of calculated displays had been outmatched in spectacle. 5. China's role in the massive Escort. What made this entire display even more dramatic was that China agreed to it. Beijing is strict, controlled, and famously protective of its own security. Yet it allowed Kim to roll in with an escort that looked like it belonged in a nuclear bunker. Sources say this was part respect, part caution. China views North Korea as unpredictable but necessary. Allowing Kim to arrive with his full security apparatus was a signal. We recognize your paranoia, and we know better than to interfere with it. For China, it was a diplomatic gesture. For Kim, it was an opportunity to flex. And for Putin, it was a message. The world's most mysterious dictator was not just showing power. He was showing that he could command a $10 billion escort and make a global superpower bend to his security demands. 6. Why this shocked Putin personally. Putin is a man surrounded by power. A leader whose every move is protected by layers of intelligence, special forces, and cutting-edge technology. Yet Kim's arrival carried something Putin could not easily replicate: pure unpredictability. Kim Jong Un leads from a position of isolation, secrecy, and fear. That fear shapes his defenses. His escort is not just expensive, it is extreme. It is designed around the assumption that everyone is a potential threat. Putin's security protects a global figure. Kim's security protects a target. That difference explains the scale. But still, the Kremlin was stunned. Not because of the cost, not because of the weapons, but because Kim's escort reflects a level of paranoia, precision, and theater that even Russia rarely displays. 7. The message to the world. Kim Jong Un's Beijing arrival wasn't just a diplomatic visit. It was a statement, a warning, a demonstration of what absolute control looks like when combined with limitless security spending. His $10 billion escort sent one message to world powers. Kim Jong Un is not afraid to show the world that he expects danger at every corner, and he is ready to survive it. For Putin, it was a reminder that while Russia dominates global headlines, North Korea still holds the crown for the world's most extreme, unpredictable displays of military defense. For China, it was a display of loyalty mixed with caution. For the world, it was a rare look into the terrifying, hidden reality of Kim's rule. And that is the unbelievable story of Kim Jong Un's $10 billion military escort that left even Vladimir Putin shocked. A journey made of armored trains, elite forces, high-tech convoys, and paranoia on a scale the world rarely sees. If you enjoyed this deep dive into secret power, extreme security, and the hidden luxury behind political theater, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more unbelievable stories from inside the world's most powerful and dangerous leaders.